Hello everybody, today we are gonna study one of the famous and popular Joseki with me, and I'm gonna teach you how you can use this Joseki about the valuation and the situation and logic of the Hengma. You know, when we are studying the Joseki, you shouldn't just memorize a number, you have to understand the meaning. Okay, let's start now. Now I think you know about this one, right? Black just approach and the white answer. And then black just attach a white Hane and the black double Hane. This is the really popular nowadays. And since AI, and if white just cut here, somehow you can see the cutting point. Maybe you may not understand why white doesn't cut. Because after white cut here, black save, and when you capture one stone, and black will recapture this one stone back. And if you are connecting with your one stone, now black's potential is much better than white. White spent so many moves at the second line, about 5 moves at the second line. So which means white condition is not really good. So this is not Joseki. We shouldn't play like this. One more simple Joseki. It was used a long time ago and is connect. This is used a lot, long time ago. But nowadays, if black just have a double tiger's mouth, we are thinking a little bit better for black. Because in the future, even your tiger's mouth is very thick, and even your approach here can make white bother white. But it doesn't mean white can go here. It's so slow. Locally, of course, white is better if you see now, because white spent one move, which means white is too slow. So this is impossible for white. Basically, white need to catch the center, because this was white corner. So this is Joseki, but I can say black is efficient. So nowadays, most of the time you can see this Atari. So we will focus about this one today. And black, of course, has to connect here. At that time, you have two choices. One is just connecting, and sorry, this should be A. One is just connecting here. Second one is push here. Those are used, and some Joseki is really complicated, but some is really simple. So I will show you everything. First, now simply you can just connect here, and then black has to connect. If you really want to catch the center and simple, then you can just push one time, and when I answer, and you can go to big place. This is Joseki, really simple, right? Which means we are just giving up this one stone. If black just capture one stone like this, and you can sacrifice, after this your shape is became influence and you can recover again. So now this is no problem for white. And another one, you may want to get the territory. I really hate to lose my point, so I really want to do more in this area. Then you can save this one stone, but not by connecting. You have to stretch here, because now if your one stone is here, black can make base all the time. So your one stone should be here. And then after this, black doesn't have enough base. If black just play at the other place, you can bother black like this. Now you have a territory and base, but black has to keep go out to the center, then which means black is wrong something. Now black is wrong. So now black has to continue, and black has two choices. One is push to the center if you like to get the influence. Another one is one space jump. Maybe you may want to know why I cannot play two space jump. In this situation, two space jump is not used, because now this one stone is not thick enough. Even white push here, I cannot say this is good for black, but even you can use amazing Tetsuji. You can attach here. If black just protect like this, now black spent 5 moves at the second line. So which means white influence is much better. And which means black has to go out here. Then you can just stretch one time and try to ask whether I can cut or not. Of course, he will say no. Then you can separate of the black. Now this fighting is not possible for black. That's why you can't have a 2 space jump in this situation. So if you just want to get the territory, you can make 1 space jump here. Then this is okay. But maybe you may want to know, I want to make the lower side bigger. Then you can use the push. You have to be ready to study about this Joseki. This is mostly complicated about this one. So now, after you watch this time, after you watch this video one time, I recommend you to repeat for a few more times if you want to know this Joseki perfectly. First, you know now black's lower side is very good, so white has to restrict right now. Now I can say this is common one, because if black approach this way, then you can bother black. You know, white is getting some base, and then now black has to keep go up to the center. So which means even though this space is not really big enough, you have to play to get the base. And white will have a 2-space jump or a 3-space jump approach. So this is the Joseki. But you know, I can say it's not really different. But for professionals' anger, they are thinking black is better a little bit. So they are really sensitive, you know, for even 1 point. So that's why white is having the much complicated move like this. Which means if black connect here, then you can play here. And if you play same move, after white complete this area, in the future, white can save this 1 stone back. So this is really big trouble for black. And as I told you, this approach is really good for white. That's why black cannot just accept. Black is having 1 space jump because cutting doesn't work, and white has to keep go out. If black just follow like this, then white capturing position is very good, so black cannot play from now. Starting from now is really complicated, and black cut 1 time, and of course white has to capture here, and then you can have a jump, which means if white just goes out like this, then black can connect. Just now this 1 stone is here, then white Hane position is really good, something like this, but your 1 stone is here. Even white push and cut, you know, you don't have to save. You can connect here, and when white capture, and even though white can save into the side, black's influence will became very good, and even you cannot cut here. Yes. So white has to ask with the push whether you will block. Then I'm gonna play like this. You know, somehow black cannot answer here. Now white can capture with a good position. So black has to ask again with that Tari. Yeah. If white capture here, when you play here, now this white is also not thick enough. So normally white just has to go out here. And then you can stretch here. Black made some bad exchange here, but black cover all the thing. This push, you can make sente and then block. You know, this is not good exchange for white. Even you cut here, white is captured by black. So you have to stop to push. So now you can think about cutting point, and please do not exchange anything. You can just surround it from here, and of course white capturing rate is better. And when you capture these 4 stones, I can say this is Joseki. Yeah, this is which is very complicated one. But you know, somehow maybe you might think, oh, white territory is very big. How can it be Joseki? But you know, when you are checking the potential, even you put like this is better than white territory. That's why Baduk is so interesting. Even white capture all the stone, black is better. Yeah. So normally, this Joseki is used when you have a right situation. For example, if there are white stones like this, I think this is possible, you know, yeah. So you have to check about that. So normally all the time white just doesn't capture this 4 stone and just go to the big place somewhere else. That means both black and white, they are thinking this is not the biggest. Sorry. This is not the weak group or biggest. Just they are thinking one of the big place. So in the future they are just connecting or cut, blocking here, and even white can choose cutting or moving again. They are using like that in the future. They are checking the situation. So this is most complicated one. Okay, and then yeah, I think I told you everything about this one, and we can return. Now we have to study about B. This is not so complicated, but we can study many of the logic with Hangma. This is really important. When you are studying Joseki, you have to understand about the meaning. If you just remember the number, it's not really useful and helpful for you. I already told you about that, right? Okay, when you do that, if black just cut here, white is, of course, something is in trouble. We can't save this one stone. Black will recapture back these two stones, so white has to just connect. But main point is when you connect and black has to answer, white doesn't have a weakness right now. So normally black has to cut one time here, and then you can cut again. Then now white has to save one stone and you can connect, you can stretch here. And this is the Joseki, but we haven't done yet. Now we can see double Atari easily, but normally this is not used to. Why? Because if black save this one stone, and then you have to capture this one stone, and we can stretch here. What do you think? Somehow this black 3 stone's power is stronger than this white stone. Is it? Even you can't play Kusumi because black can Atari and cut. So now white has to play like such kind of a jump. So now if you return, you have to use the high quality of the move. You have to put this way. Because if black push here, I don't think you want to capture this one stone. This one stone is not really important right now. You will block here and let black go out to the center like this. This is much better. Or you can even push one more time and play like this. This is better for white. So now you have to Atari here, and black can connect and you push and here. Now this is the main point of the movement. Somehow you can find about the Tetsuji, but this is not working right now. White has so many cutting points. So now you have to jump here. Maybe you might want to ask me why white doesn't capture this one stone. Because if you capture this one stone, this is making this lower side white became weaker. So now when you are handling the two groups of your stone, then always you shouldn't give damage to another group. So now this is your head position. You just have to jump here, and then let black just do one space jump, and then became these two stones are weaker. Two space jump and large knight move and large knight move, something like that. We are fighting, yeah. So this is a Joseki, but if you are handling the black, maybe you may not like, why should I just go up to the center? If you hate this one, then you can just leave it now. And then you can just go to the big place, and then in the future, your stone might be here. And if white just answered here, you can think, oh, okay, I just spent one move at the side. And he spent one move at the center. You can think, okay, then this fair is even. If white doesn't play anything, and later you can just connect here. Because now you have one more friend, and this fighting must be okay for black. You know, do not have anything, and you have something. Of course, it's better for black. So you can handle like those way. So now those are available. Anyway, until now is the Joseki. But maybe you might know, you will feel confused. Okay, I understand everything about the valuation, but I don't know how to compare which situation I need to play A, which situation I need to play B. So you may want to know about that, so I prepare some question. Okay, let's see that. Okay, this is one of the question. Just now black played the mini Chinese, yeah, a bit traditional one, and white just split, and then black choose like this. What do you think? For this question, white has to play here, and white has a two option. Like, okay, I'm gonna show you by A, B, C. This one connect and save and let him push. This is A. This is A. You know, after you solve that, I'm not gonna tell you answer today. You have to think about it and write down in the commentary A, B, C, what you want, and even reason as well. Then you can compare tomorrow with my explanation, and even I can understand if you are writing down what you are thinking. So it will be much helpful for you. So if you just watch this video, and please write down commentary what you are thinking. It will make you to be much stronger. Okay, this is A, okay? You have to judge by yourself. You know, now is like the judgment of the study. B, when black plays here, you can push one time and go to big place. I don't know, there are many big places. This is up to you. Big place is not just one correct. You have many choices, you know. Anyway, this is the B. Oh, sorry. B. How can I do B? Okay, A, just leave it here. This is A. I don't know how to... Okay, now I got it. This is B. Okay, this variation is the B. This one. C. C is the last one, and you just push one time and then let him cut. And then, you know, now black can't do like this. If black do that, it's impossible to fight. If white just push your finally, eventually you need to answer, then capturing race will not be enough. And if you just capture back this one stone, and when you get this Hane, this is making black become heavier, so it's not helping you anything. So which means black just have to play here, and then white will play, and I told you that black is gonna fight, something like this, with this one stone. So now this is C. Yeah, you can think about it for the first question, and please write down. You know, this is not enough. This is only one of the situation, so I prepare one more situation. Next one is like this. Position is totally different, but of course it's same Joseki. Now same. White plays like this. White can stretch, but you know, if you push right now, this pincer will be quite good for white. So now in this situation, black has to jump. You get it, right? Yeah. So this is A. This is A. Another one. White just push and goes to other place. This is B. B. Last one. White can separate of the black, and black can cut here and try to fight like this. This is C. If you watch this video carefully, I think you can find the correct those questions. So please think about it and enjoy to study and enjoy to think and enjoy to understand. So I will find you tomorrow again. I will visit you with another video. Okay, thank you very much for watching for a long time video. I will make another interesting video as well. Thank you very much. See you. Bye bye.